Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, has effectively declared war upon the citizens of Canada. Like all globalist leaders, all globalist governments, he and his government hate humanity and have vowed to destroy 90 to 95% of us, hiding behind global climate change and the environment as their excuse for wanting to do this. Now, anyone who makes war against a population and essentially vows to do things to call that population and is while making war against that population is a war criminal. That makes our Prime Minister a war criminal because he's basically declared war on the population of Canada. He and his friends at the World Economic Forum have made it clear that their intention is to take 95% of the world's population out by the year 2030. That means most of us, most of you hearing this, and myself too, are supposed to be dead by 2030. If they get their way, that's what'll happen. That's a declaration of war. Our government has declared war on us, and they're now putting the instruments of death in place so that they can get rid of us. They're currently making life a lot harder. They're making life a lot more expensive. They price it out of the reach of the poorest people so that we can die first. Look, you can see my breath. That's how cold it is in here. This is how we're living now in Canada. There's lots of people living far more rough than I am, too. He is trying to kill us. Make no mistake about it, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is actually actively trying to murder us, we the people. You know, Canadians need to wake up and realize that we are at war and stop collaborating with our enemy. Basically, stop doing that. Stop collaborating with our enemy. Stop cooperating. You're cooperating in your own execution. You're offering to buy the rope for your own hanging. Why would you do that? It makes no sense. If they're going to kill you, at least don't help them do it. At least don't be cooperative while they do it. Now, some would say I'm being cooperative while they do it, and that I'm choosing to be executed by or imprisoned or whatever by speaking up. But what they don't realize is that's coming for most of us anyway. So hopefully by speaking up, if enough of us speak up and enough of us resist, we can put a stop to it. We're not going to put a stop to it just by passively pretending it isn't happening. And we're especially not going to put a stop to it by cooperating with it. We're really not. It's, don't voluntarily walk into the slaughterhouse. Make them fight. Make them fight for it. If they want to take you out, make them fight for it. That's all. These are not good people. There's an idea that's prevalent in Canadian society, and I believe it comes from British society because we have our roots in Britain. And the idea is that those who are in authority over you are better than you are. People aren't allowed to be in positions of authority unless they're superior to the people they're in positions of authority over. That's the prevalent idea. But that idea is wrong. Society is not like a an old-fashioned glass bottle of milk with the cream rising to the top. Society is actually more like a cesspool. And if you've ever seen a cesspool, you know what rises to the top of a cesspool. And if you haven't seen a cesspool, go find one and look and see what's on the top of it. You know, not the most desirable stuff. That's what we've got here. Anyway, that's my message today against our Prime Minister. I'll have another one tomorrow. I intend to continue every day to put something out against our government as long as our government is in power, including even after Bill C-63 is passed, which means that these messages could earn me a life sentence. I could be sent to prison for the rest of my life once that passes for saying the things I'm saying now. But see, it's because of that I have to say them. The fact that my government wants to put me in prison for the rest of my life for criticizing it is why I have to criticize it. And I'm going to continue to do it. Anyway, that's it for now. That's my pleasant message for this morning. We'll talk again. Bye for now.